The animations. Okay. Considering the fact that they are transforming units, we've got 3 new transforming units. To be fair, Kale and Khalifa are tag units, so that's also 2 units. So technically, we have like 8 units in 4. The animations for each form. So there are 8, I guess you could say there are 8 things in 4 units that we got for part 1. Each and every one of them, Super Saiyan Blue, very good. Evolution, very good. UI, very good. MUI, very good. Super Saiyan 1, Cabba, very good. Super Saiyan 2, even better. Freaking Kale, Caulifla, each one, very good. Each one has their own specific green card animation. For Kale, each one has their own specific blue card. The Super Saiyan, sometimes, I don't even have the freaking unit, but if I did, I feel like I want to pace out Super Saiyan Blue despite the kit, because the animations on Super Saiyan Blue, it's just so good. I just want to have fun, especially that Yuya Takahashi blue card Gallic Gun thing. So sometimes I want to pace out Super Saiyan Blue and then actually go to Evolution because the animations are just so good. So you did a good job. You did a good job, Legends. New summon animations. Very, very good. People forget that we have 2. Well, 1.5. So the first one we got to talk about is the MUI and Beast Gohan. It's not the best, but considering we didn't have any new animations for like 4 or 5 years, we will take anything. If we had a glitch of Frieza's face fucking up, that would have blew up the Legends community for at least a week. So, so the fact that we got, that is fine. In terms of breaking it down, I wish they just went straight to Cell Max, coming straight out of the cut. I kind of didn't like when Frieza had to use the actual death ball and then he pops out. Although that was an amazing transition, I feel like that's a little bit too long, and then a lot of us will just skip it. Because I'm going to assume the Cell Max animation is the featured LF unit, and then maybe the featured Ultra unit guaranteed. So I think a lot of people might eventually skip it. But then also there's the LF Broly animation, so I'm kind of picking hairs right now. But it's a tiny nitpick. Other than that, it's fine. It's clean, it's short, it's simple. I wish there was a bit more choreography, but the fact that Cell Max is fucking 20 meters tall, you can't really have that much choreography. But, a bit of key blast, a bit of like 3-second key blasting, and then jumping back to do the father-son Kamehameha thing. That's just what it needed to be perfect, but it's still great. The units themselves are good and they feel fun so far, okay? Take that with a grain of salt because it's only been like a day. But so far, I have MUI and I have Cal and Khalifa. They're very good. They're very fun. But I feel like all the people are having fun as well. They're still experimenting. They don't actually have time to know what's toxic yet. So I feel like this might not age well. But for now, at the very least, it's good. A lot of free CC. I can't dive down to every single detail that has free CC, but they're being a lot nicer to me. Specifically, because I haven't played the game in a couple of months. So the comeback is real. And I feel like that's what they wanted for 7th anniversary. And I think they got it. They got it. 3 times Z power. I did not think they were going to bring this back. I actually thought they would never bring that back, because the last time that happened, Legends Fest 2021, I exploited the shit out of it. Do you know how much garbage 14-star unit showcases I did that season? That it made no viable fucking sense to bring that unit in PvP, but the fact I 14-starred that dude means it's gonna be a showcase. So thank you, Legends, for doing that. But I'm kind of broke right now, so please make this a thing, okay? The next, not 10th anniversary. If you make it to 10th anniversary, please do 4 times. 4 times would be amazing. The Toyotaro art, that was amazing. I like that. I wish they just did it in every celebration. Legends Fest, Toyotaro. I don't know what your work schedule's like, but Legends is pretty big, right? You just need to spend 10 to 15 minutes sketching something. You can literally do it during an interview. You can multitask that shit, okay? Whatever headlining unit for part 1 is, or maybe part 3, Ultra, just draw an art, That's going to be the title screen for a couple of months, or the icon, and it's going to be amazing regardless. So I appreciate it. Aleph Zenkai UI Goku. Okay, the revival one. It sounds toxic as fuck because there'll be a bunch of UI Gokus in the meta, and there's going to be a huge incentive of passive play. But they did that readjustment thing, that vanish gauge destruction when you go back to long range, which is maybe their whole intention to when they were going to bring out a bunch of UI Gokus into the meta, which is good timing. I feel like the UI passive play isn't going to be as bad as it was. And also, I think it's good for the shafted people. Okay, at the very least, you can get Zenkai UI Aleph Goku, which is a modern UI unit in the game. And you can do something about it, and that's going to be fun. Finally, a Cabba. Yes, I know, right? Finally, a Cabba. 5 years in the making. 5 years in the fucking making. And it was spectacular. I heard a lot of people are having fun with Cabba. I don't have him, but a lot of people are saying they're having fun with him. Especially this recent era of 1% sparkings actually doing something, and they're actually just as good as Alephs. So I appreciate it. They're making 1% sparkings a little bit more three-dimensional, because back in the day, bro, 2022, 1% sparkings, that they weren't even like collector worthy. Like, as soon as you got the 1% headlining unit, you're like, cool, the art looks nice, and then you move on. Like, you didn't even need to level him up because he was gonna do nothing in PvP. They were so one-dimensional. Like, okay, cool, this is the first 1% sparking to have endurance. I don't care, he's still getting one-shotted anyway. The only nitpick is that we just had to wait so many years to actually, you know, make Tournament of Power juicy. You know, it's gonna take so many years, because I want the freaking clown dude, I want more Champa, I want more Vados, I want other universe characters as well. If you bring out that chick, Huawei or whatever, you gotta bring out the whole gang and the whole freaking saga, dude. You gotta bring out freaking Frost, transforming Frost when he went to full power. You gotta bring out the fifth hit. you gotta bring out the Universe 6 Namekians. Where the fuck are they? Oh my god, it's just so many people to juice out your Tournament of Power, and I feel like you just gotta bring out 6 units at a time if you're gonna bring Tournament of Power in the meta again. You just gotta. The new models look amazing. Okay, it looks great. Yeah, I don't know how many times I need to re-emphasize, but I wish that tiny little bit of glow, that glitter, no, not glitter, that little bit of soft glow on units, and that little bit of sharp contrast, I wish that was the style they did in every new unit, okay? Every Super Saiyan to come out now will be freaking amazing. It just looks so modern. Imagine that Aleph purple transforming Goku. I don't know anything about that one. I just saw the PV. If he had that glow that Caulifla had today, that would be kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie. So that's it.